3, 2, 1. We are good to go. We got
Set.
yeah. There we go. Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
You're good.
Okay, so guys, we are back in on our next set in our first S2 tournament exhibition. We have Eseptic killing ESE Spirit against Arca. And we find the Leon very, very early on. That is a fast early hit, which is what you want as Spirit. And we see Sloppy Butcher coming in here. That is not going to get the blind. Our killer heard that and knew we barely missed that hit. Ooh, we get the stun though. Very nice played by Leon. We see Pop, Eruption, Sloppy, and of course Corrupt Intervention. No pain res here. And the Leon. Ooh. We barely missed that hit as well. It seemed like the Spirit didn't lunge on that, but we still do get the down on Leon very early into the match.
That was actually a really good down. You know what I'm saying? That was a very nice start for the Spirit here, as they they start this matchup. So you always remember how I said it earlier, when you get a down and you get a first hook before at least one generator pops, or let's say maybe shortly after, it's a very good feeling, because that's what is the most scariest, I feel like, coming in any game, is how fast you're going to be able to secure that first down, or and how long your survivors are going to prevent you from getting a hook. And as you can see here, they did a pretty decent job.
Oh, definitely. That can not quite make or break the game, but also kind of make or break the game. How fast your first down comes in. That sets the tone for the match. And if you do not get that very fast, they're going to get a lot of gen progress on you. This generator is so close to popping. We come out swinging, do not quite connect. Now, are we going to continue on the Quentin? It looks like we are, instead of going for the cattle out. Very nice stun once again from our Quentin. We do have Eruption down.
Oh, stop the heal too, and I feel like that was very close. Wow. Bobby Butcher coming in, and we get another hit here too on the 8. I just gotta push away. I mean Fang, sorry. But just gotta push away. We see him going to Killer Shack. We're gonna try to probably drop it. Obviously a pre-drop here, but guys, make sure to make the right decision. And Leon doesn't. Very nice play.
Leon takes a 50-50 on dropping that pallet, and we see Eruption hit the gens that have been kicked, and this is going to be a second hook onto our Leon. At 5 generators, we have somebody in death hook, and we have the peg injured. This is looking very nice for a Spirit right now.
Yes, definitely is. I totally agree with you. Okay, so Fang, Fang finally gets the heal off on herself, gets the reset. Looks like he's on Quentin, or just got the chase, barely. I don't know. That looked like he was. We did see the chases going on, but it stopped. Going back to the on hook, making sure that no survivors are coming in getting something free without, paying for the prize for it. So.
Absolutely, and this early on into the game at 5 generators still, if you're able to get a kill, that is going to be very tough for the survivors. Does hear this generator actively being worked on, but that is a sprint burst, so our Fang is going to get away uninjured, and we will apply Eruption to this generator. We see the unhook happening. You can see the top of the hook there when it turns, so that means the unhook is happening. It turns in the direction that the person who's unhooking from, so you can see that from pretty far away.
And did we see something that just happened? We saw Sloppy Butcher again coming in clutch, stopping that heal off. We're seeing this Spirit get very good value out of it, and I love watching it too. But we see the Neon do a little, trick play, try to, juke out, and then gets the balance landing a little bit, but didn't really make distance of it, because he kind of went back in. It was weird to explain, but as you can see, he didn't make no distance. And wow,
oh, that
is crazy. Yep.
That might have been that looked a little that might have been a bit of a ping hit, but very good job.
Was, for sure.
yeah, that was a bit of a ping hit there. Unfortunate for our Leon, who is now dead at 4 generators remaining.
Okay, well, we are going to see another one pop. At least that's something better, because 3v1 at 4 is not a good start. Now at least one more generator pop, but does have Pop Goes the Weasel while talking about it. And take that progression right off there. Imagine if somebody was in that locker. I always wonder, one day we will see that happen.
Oh, and when we do, it's gonna hurt for those survivors. So, Sco's doing a very, very good job right now. We're gonna go around and break these pallets that have been thrown real quick. We do get an extra 10% for free off of this generator. I swear this game is programmed to give you a skill check when you get off of the generator. And we're gonna, we find our Quentin here who is hurt. Which is always ideal for a spirit, and he's just going to go and die corner by as much time for his team as possible.
They're getting good value out of their perks the entire game. Eruptions came in multiple times. Obviously, Sloppy Butcher. And I feel like each time that those heals were interrupted, they were very close to popping too, making it even more valuable here. Not even just like just get a little bit off of it. They stopped 2 times already, which could the difference is they almost probably
interrupt the heal and completely negate all of the time that they spent trying to heal is a very big deal. It could make the difference. Oh my goodness!
One thing that I love about what we do and casting these tournaments is that we see these games played right, and after a long period of time, you start to see a lot of different teams play the same killer right, and most of them had the same strategy, but it's unique too as well to see how they differ from each other. Like the one spirit that we were watching earlier was staring at the ground. You remember me calling that out? She was like, when she was close and chased, she would stare at the ground the entire time, because as soon as she could see any indication that the survivors were moving from like grass moving, right, or anything like that, she knew exactly where they were and was able to hit all those phases almost perfectly. And with this one, you don't see that as much, but you can hear that they're focusing on sound more and catching survivors off. And it's been very well watching it, and it's been a pleasure watching these games as they pulled off, and we love these expedition games. But let's see how the Spirit is going to continue going on now that we've got her fresh hook on this survivor here. I'm going to be chasing the Quentin as well too. We need to make this chase a little bit faster. They might have a few gens like already progressed, but I don't know, man, because it's been a minute since they've actually been in chasing.
They might, but Pop has definitely been doing work. We do not quite get the blind off there. And yeah, I agree. I think it is always very interesting to see how the different killers and different survivor teams handle the different sets and what their strategies are. It's always very fun to watch. We find the thing out here, so now we have 2 injuries on the board. But yeah, on this map, he was talking about the grass, and the other spirit are staring at the grass. On this map, you can track a survivor just by the grass moving. There's so much on the ground here, and as spirit, that is extraordinarily helpful. Instead of just relying on sound, you can basically see the grass move everywhere here to track the survivor.
Yeah, in your eyes, you can definitely tell exactly where something is with your eyes, not your ears. But yeah, it is amazing watching them adapt. And how they play, and how some games can go one-sided, right, the entire time, and the other times it might not, or you get those crazy in games. It's very fun to watch, and how they use her power. You got you're saying like it isn't hard. You know what I'm saying? Like people, it is hard on some. People think it's easy, but it's not. You have to have experience. Most of these players have hundreds and hundreds of hours on this specific killer to be able to do crazy plays like that.
If not thousands.
Yeah, for real.
Easily. And we do find the reset that was happening between Quentin and Fang, if I'm correct, and we're able to get the hit off the Fang, who was still injured, and get the down there. We go to check these back gens. There is no progress on them.
We'll see what they're doing right now. These 1v3 situations is how they play. Just now using Pop on a gen that had a little bit of progression, not too much, but still a decent amount. And we saw the Meg was lurking over there, so she's not on a generator, and the only one that would be is Quentin. He is too as well, almost like getting close to halfway now. And the timer's ticking down on Meg. They need to make, the survivor, I thought it was. And Meg does get caught by the spirit. Unfortunately, deliverance, amazing. Didn't even see it. Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't see it either, but that is a very quick down onto our Meg, and another eruption happens. That generator that got hit with Pop last has been hit with Pop about like 4 times at this point in time. The spirit knows that is her most progressed generator, and there are no gens progressed in the back of the map. She has a very good idea of like what's going on everywhere here.
Yeah, this first matchup between the 2 teams has been going really well. We're starting to see how their play styles, slowly but surely. How they play this. They're doing well on the slow end of this right now. But deliverance, I thought we would have seen at least the gem pops from the Quentin, but didn't. Might have had it really close to popping. We've seen the spirit blockers a few times too, I've noticed in this game.
Yeah, definitely the spirit player assumes that people might be hiding in lockers, which honestly, for our survivors, is a pretty good thing since they aren't hiding in the lockers. It's a decent waste of time that she could have been searching for them.
But
Oh, and we catch the Quentin running across to get the unhook here. This will not be for free. This is gonna be a trade.
last second too. I think he made it a little bit closer without her catching him. It might have been a different story, and look, another eruption coming in. And Fang does have this generator close to pop and should be able to get it. Unless the spirit goes right to it, that's not gonna be good of how much progression it is in pop. We're about to see in just for a second.
Ooh, our spirit is headed that way as well. Oh, she's definitely gonna get the pop off here in time. Oh, but our Fang is still injured. That's right, because we used Deliverance and we were broken. So she's gonna go for the down instead and then return to the generator and apply pop to it. That's gonna negate a lot of progress that they got during this time.
Yes, for sure. We're getting a reset, but no gens are being worked on. Pop was just hit. It's consistently regressing, eating away. And I mean, the reset, you know, it's going to be good here, but still, we got 2 of them on Death Hook, and we're about to have a 3rd one on Death Hook now, too. So after these chases, if the survivors go down, we know it's going to slowly go down to a 2v1 and then a 1v1 at 3 generators, which is not nice, but I mean, at least they can do this reset and maybe go for another generator. It's like, oh, that's in basement, too, as well. That's another plus for the killer.
Yeah, basement hook can be very, very hard to save against. I mean, it's great that they got the reset off because against Spirit, you definitely want to be healed.
Sure.
But everybody being on Death Hook now is a bit painful. Oh, and we find the Quentin and get a fast hit. He needs a very good chase here.
Thanks, he's got to get that opening either. He goes down very quickly. He couldn't do nothing though. There was like nothing he could work with. Even if the pallet on Fun Bus I think was not quite enough in distance for her, or she was able to get to him quickly enough before he threw his rocket out in the open.
Yeah. Yeah, she would have beaten him there. Is there actually somebody in a locker this
there
time?
is. Oh
my gosh.
Dude, okay, so listen. See, I was asking myself, Dragon, why she was checking lockers quite oftenly. But maybe she knows one of these survivors is be like, you know, to hide in lockers. I don't know, something. They have to know something because they checked it quite a few times, like, and you know, more than what I've ever seen. So, but to see a survivor actually in a locker is honestly great. I can't remember the last time we did see one.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
No, you really never see that. And, or it could, honestly, you think she could.
Oh my god, I thought she was in that locker for a second.
Me too. But honestly, the survivors could have just noticed that the spirit had been checking lockers a bunch of times and never found anyone and assumed, hey, you know what? She's not going to check it this time. She's already tried a bunch of times. We were never in there, so you know what? Let me try the locker.
No, seriously, I agree 100% because, like, you know, if you tried something in this game and it's not working, you're not going to tend to keep doing that same thing. So, obviously, the spirit still checked, though. So, they must be worried knowing that she's going to check the lockers if she gets a chance. But it is a 1v1 situation where, you know, the spirit just needs to find the last survivor. So, obviously, hiding is an option here. And we're still going in the locker. Not bad. Gonna have to move around, though, before those crows get on her, and then it gets caught by a spirit, so...
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to wind up with a crow on top of your locker.
I'm telling you, if she does find them in this locker somehow in some way, it would be the funniest thing I've seen so far.
I know.
Just the sheer
I
luck.
agree. I agree.
Oh, wow. Okay, found her eventually. Yep, checked around, got lucky. I thought she was going to be in the locker the last time. You know what's crazy? If that was the locker I think she was into.
I think it was, yeah. I think it was. Oh my goodness, that is very funny. That is very funny. You know, I made clear here didn't want to get caught with crows in the lockers, so she had to move.
And we see the other survivor getting set up to try to make her bleed out.
But that is going to be a 4K3 for our spirit player.
Yeah, spirit player, you're right.
Very nice. That is
good job,
a
dude.
very, very nice outcome here. I can definitely be beaten in a match, especially against the spirit, but it's gonna be a tough win condition for our other team.
Yep, and we will be back once they get to Survivor. We'll be coming back, obviously, with the second game of the Spirit. Stay tuned, guys. It's gonna be exciting. I'm really excited to see how Arca is gonna respond back, you know, to this gameplay from the Spirit.
The survivor was in that corner. What corner did you call off to? Ah, I hear him. We hear him.
Oh, yep.
We hear him. Spirit's gonna find our survivor, and yep, that's going to be a 4K3 for our Spirit here.
28 to 15. Not too bad. At least they got all. Wait, no. I'm taking all the different I'm pretty sure it was regen, right? Guys, don't mind me. It's been a long day. Alright, we'll be back with the next game, everybody. As soon as it's set up, we appreciate everyone.
Stream spazzed out. And as I say that, they pop the first generator.
Applying 2 perks at one time. You gotta love it.
Absolutely. You hit pop and you hit eruption.
Yeah, the survivors just
and it did look like.
Sorry, yeah, my survivors are just moving around trying to figure out what they're gonna do next now. Spirit already catches Claudette. I like the name, Trash Talker. I did not even notice
that
it.
made me laugh. That made me laugh in the lobby. We have Trash Talker and God Pathing. Yeah, I love their names. It's great. We hear the Claudette camping this pallet and does not quite get the throw in time. I'm assuming we're gonna go for another pain rest here. Our killer knows that they need big results and they need them fast, so they have to stop these generators as much as possible. So committing to the tunnel out is a lot riskier. Because otherwise the survivors could just sit on gens while that survivor sits on hook.
Refresh hook. That's actually really nice. We've been seeing that quite often today. Always gotta call it out because, like I said, you see them typically the same things that go on, but sometimes, you know, the killers just don't have that happen, and they go for different survivors each time they get a new hook. So, still has 2 stacks of pain res as well too. So one of those survivors obviously didn't get hooked.
That's true. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, this killer also knows they can't let another generator go, so they really can't commit too hard to getting one survivor out of the game, or else the other 3 will just sit on gens and they'll get the last ones. They need their pain res. They need to apply eruption. They need to get their pops from the hook. So I'm not insanely surprised to see them go for different people here. Although we are gonna go after the Claudette. After this one hook, and we're going to get that down again and hit double eruption there. Very nice. Oh, and we do see the aura of a survivor working on one of the gens that got hit with eruption.
Alright, second hook on the Claudette. Adam already there for the on hook. Very nice. Actually good too for the fact that Spirit obviously all the way over on the other side. And predicts that she was going to go straight for that gen, so that's good as well too. And gets the 4 people, which I don't know if they actually needed to do that, but obviously she could have been phasing, so they wanted to be, you know, safe, not sorry.
Yeah, they definitely could have been. Our Adam is also our DS player, so you might want to be trying to bait the killer into going after him a little bit, so that he can buy a lot of time, but we shall see.
On the
Do we have
survivor
at least?
too. Dead Hawk coming in early.
Oh,
unfortunate.
no.
He almost had it timed too perfectly, but didn't get it.
Almost. He almost had it.
Yep,
He almost
eruption
had
too
it.
coming in, so she's gonna try to go push to the other side and see if she can get him off those generators. Catches another injured survivor. She's doing really good at catching them. Seems like almost every time she's been able to find a survivor that's injured, or they get, you know, somehow get in her way and she sees them. And you know, this is obviously going to be a very quick down on the ace. 2 down already. We know we're going to probably more than likely see Fang get pick up here. Of course, it seems like they were recovering the whole time. At least Nancy's on the gen. Gonna pop it.
Yeah.
No, I like you guys once again.
I was gonna say, yeah, that had to be a pain res, otherwise our killer would have slugged there, because with eruption hitting, we did see that there was a survivor on this generator. So if she did not have a pain res on that survivor, I would have expected a slug to go after this generator that she just popped right now, since we knew there was a survivor on it. And we get the unhook coming in.
Good job though for keeping this gen popping. So, you know, like the fact that if that gen popped would have been the loose con, still keeping up very strong. Both survivors are up from what they were down on both down states. So
yeah, and we did see the further people hurt them here.
yeah,
we did see that further people hurt them very hard here with Adam. This is a very unsafe 50-50 call it. No time for that hard there. And again with Eruption, we see the aura in this gen. This time we are going to slug since we do not have Pain Rest in play. As Nancy sprint bursts away, but is it enough?
Been forced to keep him slug too, just so he can be able to try to get this win con. Oh man.
This is a tough spot for Spirit to be in. Do you leave them on the ground?
And, oh, that's on the gen.
Oh, that gen that Claudette is on has a lot of progress, and it is not the gen that his Spirit is by. I believe that we're gonna see that gen pop. It doesn't have Eruption applied, and yeah, there we go. That generator pops, and that is the win con met. But we still got to fight here. We still got the rest of the game to go.
Might be caught. You love what, Dragon?
I was saying, you love seeing when they know the win con.
Yes.
The game gets played out very differently.
Yep, every time.
Because the Spirit knew I need to protect these gens. I have to leave instead of putting this person on second, instead of being able to tunnel somebody out of the game. I have to return to my generators right now. Because if I don't, I'm gonna lose it. It gets played out very, very differently in the second half, especially with such a steep win con of 4K3. I always find that very interesting and very fun. You would have seen that Adam hooked rather than slug twice and able to reset if the win condition wasn't a 4K3.
Yeah, true. I agree 100%. That's why the first game predicts what's going to be the tone of the second game. Very interesting too. So you always see different perk layouts. They might have had a different perk layout in mind before the game started, like on the killer side. But then with the win con that they needed to, you know, achieve, they decide to go with it differently. And that's why we see some different perks sometimes coming in. So it's very nice.
Oh yeah, sometimes for sure. Because with that kind of win con, you need gen regress, you need gen regress, and you need more gen regress if you want to be able to have a chance at meeting that.
One left too, so and we see the on her finally. Oh, nice! Gets the stun. I thought we were gonna see an M1 there. That would have been very good for God pathing. Didn't want to take that hit so fast on in the chase, but does take it right there. Gonna try to make distance and extend it as far away as he can, but the Spirit instantly gets her power back. Almost seems like instant, but gets another stun, which is good, but nowhere to really work with. So gonna see a fast down more than likely. No sprint. Yeah, light. So therefore, not gonna be able to get away in this situation. Here, just happened. Oh, she would have missed that. That would have been insane.
Yeah.
Flashlight play?
In a short. Oh my goodness, if that would have been absolutely insane. Yeah, the Nancy may have gotten out, but you know what? With both of those stuns at great timing, she bought a very decent amount of time. Alright, so we see Shaq has absolutely no progress on it.
I cannot believe that. It was so close.
It was. Got there a second earlier, and that would have been a flashlight save.
We've seen 2 saves today, correctly, if I'm not mistaken? We've seen a flat... no, we've only seen 1, but that was at the in-game 2, and the killer is having a bad time. Or I might be mistaking it from another game from a different league.
I think it was today.
Okay, I was saying, if not, I apologize.
I'm trying to think. We've
been doing a lot of games today.
Yeah.
It's like, what, like 2, 4 saves? Like 6, 12? Like
a lot of games. Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been a really fun time.
For sure.
But yeah, no, I think you might be thinking of another name, please.
Yeah, or
I have no memory. But they have very good progress on this generator in the back, and we're splitting our spirit between that and the farthest generator. You get the reset off, which is I've said 100 times. Against spirit is a huge deal. You do not want to be hurt against this killer.
I feel bad for Arca right now. I'm just looking over at the survivors, seeing that 3 of them are on death hook, and all 3 of them are still alive. It's still a 4v1. All 3 of these survivors are so close to being dead, but not just yet. And the only one that isn't on death hook is being chased. So this could be a, 8 stage with 4 survivors still alive.
Definitely.
You don't see often at all, be honest with you. So.
No, you really don't. Very nice fake of throwing the pallet there, but he does indeed go down. We get hit with the eruption.
We heard a survivor, but they couldn't get it.
We did.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I heard footsteps. Unfortunate. That's, again, they were just close enough. Not close enough yet. And unfortunately, that's the second save that was missed.
That is indeed. Yeah, sometimes the killer is able to stick their body in the way of one side of getting that pallet save, and our spirit was able to do that on the side that Adam tried to do it from. But the survivors do indeed get the last generator done, and we are going for the doors now.
Like he's just gonna take it and it's gonna be a 3-man out with a max hook stage 2 on every survivor. So that's really good. Definitely decent performance from Arca responding back. But yeah, for everybody that's here, we're fortunate the stream did restart once again. So sorry about that. We're good though. See, survivors gonna go for on hook? No.
No, we're just gonna take the 3-man out. But yeah, sometimes we have technical issues. Not much that can be done about that. But this has been a very good game, good showing by our spirit. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the 3v1 fast enough.
No, not at all. Alright, the scoreboard for that is gonna be 22-18. Wait, yeah, 22-18 in Arca's favor. Did a really well job, and we'll be back with the next set in just a moment. We appreciate everybody watching too in these long streams that we had today. So much, big shout out to you guys. Welcome back. We got a different set. We got Onryo on mid, which I'm excited to see Arca's gonna play now, knowing that they did decent on the first set, and this is, their pick. So let's see how they're gonna play their own pick, and if they're able to play this killer really well. This is the map that they wanted to play on too as well, if I'm not mistaken. So see how they continue here in these long hallways. He's already taken a hit, getting caught, and didn't want that to happen. Not a good start for the survivors. Does have gun pallet, able to drop it, obviously go up front, and be able to make a little bit of distance. Nothing too crazy, especially because these classrooms right here don't have the strongest pallets.
Yeah, if I'm the Onryo, I gotta tell you, I'm pretty happy right now. I got a very, very fast hit. That room was super unsafe. There's absolutely nothing in there where we caught the ace. And I got the god pallet in the hallway gone. I'm very happy right now.
This only good pallet out of those 2 classrooms. And he has to be careful because if he keeps vaulting through that window to be blocked, then he'll be forced to go through this pallet. And if she zones him, he might be able just to get the quick down. Ooh! Oh, micromanaging right there. The killer was going back, kind of like disguising what she wanted to do, and came around and scared him and got the distance to be able to take him down before he could drop that pallet. Really nice.
Yeah, I was able to win the mind game there.
Seen the first teleport. Nice.
Onryo on this map can be very difficult when it comes to controlling your condemned. I'm sure these survivors have practiced it 1,000 times, but there are TVs below you, next to you, they are everywhere, so they need to make very sure to take care of that. Now we do see the ruin totem right there, which I am sure Ania has also seen.
That gen was close to being done. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a very smart move by Onryo. We heard that there was somebody actively working on that generator. Went to interrupt it. Now Ruin will eat away at it a bit. Not quite getting these hits through the palace. But I don't know. I think the second that we leave this chase in this room, that Ruin is going to be gone. We do see interesting add-ons. I'm a little bit surprised not to see the fingernails. There should be that you can tell when somebody takes a tape of yours, and then they add on that when somebody gets hooked while they're holding a tape, everybody gains a stack of condemned. And now they know that there is either no pain res or that she just couldn't quite make it to a pain res. Arca doesn't seem to really be going for condemned here at all. We're just using the tapes of mobility. As I say that, she teleports through it to get some condemned on people.
That is funny. It's called the Cassius curse. We say it all the time. It happens.
Yep.
So sometimes I just be regretting not wanting to say anything just in case it's gonna happen to me again. God pathing, dropping the pallet, and actually I was surprised to see the Onryo not go for it, but probably because that they don't want to deal with that window, just yet, especially with that door being still not broken in that classroom. And teleports almost enough to get him off the gen, but didn't quite get him off. So gonna pop that generator to be another 3 points on the board for the survivors.
Yeah, absolutely. Decided to leave that chase so they cannot get the quick tab to try and stop that generator from popping up. They not quite managed to do so. But does get a hit onto our ace here, and we see Sloppy Butcher, which if we can get to the resets, is gonna be tough on our survivors to stay healed. And we do see Brutal Strength for this map to try and tear through the pallets a bit faster, since there are a lot of pallets on this map.
Okay, nice. I mean, nice distance. Nice place. It's a decent one for sure. Especially the fact that you got that crazy hit up top on, that window wall. So, and we see Ruin coming down. That's very good. It was up for a decent amount of time in this game and seeing a lot of value. So luckily the survivors were able to get rid of that. Now Arca Killer has one less work to deal with. But Brutal Strength 2, which is pretty cool to see, I guess. Maybe it's because of the distance between each pallets that the Killer might have brung that to be able to, make distance with that extra fast, break the pallets a little bit quicker. I don't know, because, the classrooms are a little bit more condensed and stuff. So I think that it would assume to me, if I had to guess, exactly why they were bringing that was to do that. And look, another hit. That seems like place we were talking about just a second ago.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of some crazy hits on that window there, which is very nice for our Onryo here. Yeah, Ruin is gone, and we've lost a lot of pallets around here. We still do have the God pallet right there, though, and we're gonna choose to kick this generator.
And we do see the teleports coming in a little bit more often. You did say earlier that you didn't think that they were going for it at all, and it seems like right now she is. Maybe she decided in the start of the game not to go for it and make survivors comfortable without getting those tapes, and not her teleporting, and then now putting the pressure on them, thinking that maybe, oh wow, deliverance in the face, but maybe thinking that she wasn't going to continue teleporting, and now that they don't have tapes, see? Oh, as we say it too, we see a condemn coming in, but they're right by a TV. Obviously, they're going to try to get that done as quickly as possible. You not want to more in this situation. Able to stop it, so no value out of that, unfortunately. So nice, but God pathing going down after the deliverance play. 99 seconds. It seemed like literally they were 2 seconds off before hitting second stage. Saved it at the last second.
Yeah, absolutely. They wanted to buy as much time as possible. Then we do see Circle of Healing coming in, which is going to be very useful against Sloppy Butcher to get the reset. But now does the Onryo find them? No, not quite. That was a close call with our condemn there. He was already at the TV. Fortunately for our survivor there. Oh, hello? Hello, Renato. Nice
to see you.
I
love that.
He comes dropping in from from above. Yeah, no, it definitely looks like we're playing more for condemned right now. Now our ace does have a tape in his hand. But can he get
she found him
to where he needs to put it in time? Is the question. If this is not his tape, he could be in for some serious trouble right now. And this is the power of Onryo on Midwich. It is very easy to gain condemned stacks on people because of the multiple floors.
Yeah, in fact, it's not a big map all around.
And it does not look like our ace's tape that he needs to return it to is here, because otherwise he would have done it already. Since they changed the timing of the tapes, putting them back in, he would have gotten it in time, and we're just playing this window.
Yeah, the killer's just trying to get him to blocks it, obviously.
Yeah.
So, but it was just funny how he kind of did fight for him the first 2 or 3 times.
He was very smart there by not doing it in chase. He was able to keep chase from happening by not running, and then with the ooh, it will not block if you're not in chase, but however we're I thought we were gonna see a death. Okay. There we go, and we are gonna see the eyeball of death onto our ace here with 2 generators
That's the
left.
first time I've seen a Mori. I know it's Onryo, so it's different, but first time I've seen a Mori in a long time.
And when we looked over at our survivors, our Hinata actually is 2 stacks away from being condemned as well. So he better grab a tape and put it back. Is he correctly? Yeah, he does not have a tape right now. So he's gonna have to get on that and control his condemned, or he's gonna be in some trouble as well. I know with this add-on, the DBDCOMP add-on, you see the yellow TVs there. That is that add-on. It tells you what TVs are turned off. So if Onryo ever sees a TV turn yellow, she does know where the survivor is, and that who took the tape over there.
Is it enough to condemn him though? That's what I want to know. Oh, it looked like she was gonna get it too because she teleported exactly at the right time.
Yeah.
But no, he's a little bit more, so maybe it might come soon. There is still only 1 gen up. That's a try.
Yeah, there was a TV right next to him there still. I'm surprised it didn't teleport to that. That generator has a lot of progress, is almost done. I mean, we can't tell if the Renato has gotten a tape in the meantime and put it back. Oh my gosh, but the Claudette! The Claudette gets condemned fully. Now, Claudette did indeed take that tape. So now our Onryo needs to figure out what TV are you going to, and needs to stop the Claudette from going to that TV. And then we see our Hanatu take the tape. I believe he's also 1 condemned away. No, he's 2, okay.
They did change the speed. Oh my goodness, I haven't really went against the Onryo since her last rework. So
yeah.
Wow.
So the speed now, if you're at the TV and you go to do it and she hits you, you're still able, and you're not hurt already, you are still able to put the tape back in. It makes a very, very big difference in tough situations like this. And then Hinatu is also able to get his tape back, so a lot of pressure that our killer had from their condemned status has just been taken by the survivors. They did a really, really good job of that, because that was very serious trouble for them.
Yeah, literally just avoided dying. And he hasn't been
2
hooked
of
all
them.
game either. So very big. Very big.
Yeah, that is a huge momentum shift.
And doesn't get nowhere near Claudette, so decides to break off and go for Nia. Does have wait. Why did we hear the gym regress? It seemed like she got off of it and Ruin was still up, but it's not. That was weird. Maybe it's just a spectator bug or something?
That has to be a spectator bug, because I saw and heard that too, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, Ruin's up still, so good value, but obviously that's not what happened, so.
No. Yeah, no, you're not crazy. I heard and saw that too. That's a spectator bug. We get the reset off on Claudia and on Hinatu, which is absolutely excellent for them. They have gotten rid of a lot of their condemn. It still has a decent amount. Oh my goodness, then we condemn the Nia. See, and this is the thing with Midwich is Onryo. It is so very hard to control your condemn, just because the TVs are on different levels. So even if you turn off the ones that are near you, she teleports underneath you or she teleports outside. It is very hard to control.
Still can't find the condemned Nia. She must be very close to getting that tape put in. Doesn't have one, actually. Very surprised to see that.
Yeah.
Crash Shocker getting caught here now. taking a hit quickly, too. All survivors, Sloppy Butcher applied to him, so they got to be careful. And we hear that Jin almost done, but no one's by it, so she's able to take it. Continue putting pressure on the survivors. Might go for some hooks here now, knowing that their Jin is close to being done and needs to get hooks and doesn't want to avoid not getting that many points based off of just trying to Mori and not lock it in. If I'm not mistaken, too, right with the last weed work, if she hooks you, she does lock in state of
She does indeed. Yeah. She can lock in up to 3 stacks of your condemned. So if you have 3 or more stacks, when you get hooked, it will lock in at 3. Same with the next. You can get locked in up to 6. And the Claudette is Moriable again. She's gotten rid of her condemned.
See, here's the thing. They're leaving these survivors up. Not good. And she needs to find a Claudette now because they're about to pop the last Jin.
Yeah.
And here it goes any second. Maybe she makes it, and she does. Ooh. Wow, very smart play. And Claudette is still Moriable, so she might either be going for a tape or going for the pickup. What's the choice?
The Claudette has a tape already in her hands. So if this is the one that she needs to put it in, we are gonna get rid of that condemned baby. Do we see it? No, that was not the TV she needed to put it in. We are going to go for a hook here. As you said, we need to start we need to get hook states here.
Especially on the freshes, an extra 3 points for that makes it 18 for them, so definitely a smart play. Trying to get the game to work, but realizes that it's not quite gonna happen that easily, and just at least needs to get some hooks, lock in some condemn, which is good for them now that even if they reset, if they get a couple, it's still gonna be locked in. Well,
absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. And we do see the Claudette manages to get her tape in, so we are no longer Moriable, at least for now.
Good for the survivors.
Very good for the survivors. Well, like I said, on this map, it is very hard to control your condemned. You get hit. Oh, this is some trouble. Wait. Are we not? We're not going for the Nia. Interesting choice there. Maybe she just wants to put the nice dead hard by our not to. Maybe she just wants to put the pressure of you need to get a tape and put it back.
Man, that was nice. That was a great dead hard. Very good on the survivor side. Stopping Arca. Oh yeah. So good.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, that was needed right there. And so we have our Nia occupied right now. We assume that, yeah, with her needing to put a tape back, as she just did. I know. We passed his body before.
Oh, those bathrooms are so dangerous when that pallet's dropped. Even if it isn't, it doesn't matter if that pallet, that 2 bathrooms in the end, that are right next to each other. So they just left that area. They got caught there by the Onryo. Would have been a GG's for them. Definitely.
Yeah. I call those the death room. I call that the death room. I gotta tell you, I call that the death room. If you get caught in that bathroom, like you're just dead. You're in big trouble and you're dead. And now we have the not too Moriable. Can we catch him off? Now Onryo's trying to hold on to these last generators as well. We see the TV closest to that generator downstairs has been shot off. We hear progress, but it is not enough to be able to pop this in time. Because Onryo's done a very good job of regressing that generator that was so very close. When we get the pickup and interrupt the reset here. And this is not to, oh my goodness. This is our Moriable friend right here. This is big trouble for the survivors.
Yes, it is. And once again, Dragon, we see Sloppy Butcher doing its job, helping the killer, making it harder for the survivor. Getting that, stop on that reset is just so big. We saw it a few times today, too, as well. And now we see that Trash Talker is Moriable, and there's nothing they can do knowing that they don't have Dead Hard. So now we're going to be seeing our second kill. Let's check and see if survivors or... No, they're not. That's not good.
Yeah. We may be down to 1 generator, but our killer is doing a very good job of managing it. We do have our Renato resetting, but it still needs to get a tape. Or get his tape back. It looks like, yes, he is indeed holding a tape. They get the reset. But the Nia is also very high on condemned. This is tough. But yeah, Sloppy Butcher for sure. Oh my goodness, they're both condemned. Sloppy Butcher is very good on this killer. Since she has such high mobility, it's very easy to interrupt heals. This is big trouble for our survivors. But Nia doesn't have a tape. But that killer chooses to teleport across the map. And then I'm just not even bothering.
Am I seeing them both condemnable? Or am I...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I do. Very interesting turn of events. That's actually cool to see. But are they going to be able to pop that last shot? Nia was on it, decided to leave. Maybe wanted to go for another tape and just decide not to let the killer get that pressure. But either survivor that she chases at this moment, both are able to be Moriables. So let's see.
Yeah, and our Renato has been Moriable for a while and is holding a tape, but is choosing not to put it in. Our Nia does not have a tape at this moment of time. You can see, if you look at the HUD, if they have like lines across them, behind them, they're holding a tape, and if there's like nothing behind their picture, they're not holding one. So I think that Renato was trying to pump a gen out, but this is very interesting. Our killer has found Moriable people a couple of times now and chosen to leave them to hold on to the generators.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
A legend called One Pump Willie. Similar game style. With Onryo, just does not care about getting those downs really that much and just goes for the condemn as much as they can.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about there. I mean, it's a strong strategy. Like I said, this map is so very good for that. And it looks like our survivors are honestly just trying to pump the gens. Like I said again, Nia still has not grabbed a tape. Well, it can be hard depending on where you are in the map to even find one. It looks like most of the TVs downstairs are turned off. Yeah, no, it looks like they're trying to just pump this generator out. We might actually see the 8 regression events come into play on that generator at this point. I hear somebody breathing. I hear somebody breathing right there. I do see scratch marks, so that's also another indicator, but see what our killer chooses to do. Oh, you know, actually, our killer might not have wanted to Mori just one of them, since that gives the other person a chance for Ash. I questioned a little bit and wondering why, when they found the Moriable survivors and got a hit on them, we left for the generators. But it does leave the other survivor very open to hatch.
Sorry, I was doing something, but I am back now. I agree with you on the fact of the hatch play and why she decided not to stay on certain survivors when they were condemnable and just get that, you know, quick pressure. Very interesting decisions on the killer's end, but they definitely have a reason for it. As we see, the down does not want to give them the hatch, playing aggressive. It's going to come down to it, though. Is Nia going to be able to get it out? If she does get the Moria, I'd at least believe so, or just go for the hunt. You know, the duck and mouse game.
Yeah. I mean, Arnia has had a lot of time now to grab a tape and put it back. Wasn't being harassed. It looks like she's chosen just to try and pump out the generator. She is out there, though, picking up the Nate, and our killer is right there. This is not the situation you want to be in as their survivors right now.
No, not at all. Very difficult game. The killer's been able to keep the pressure up and make it happen no matter what the survivors were trying to do. Getting off at the right time. We saw that just a little bit ago. She was able to stop that gen from popping, which is very big. Was able to get him off of it. We thought that ruin was still applied on it, but wasn't. So just making great micromanagement throughout this entire game, and every decision that they have made has been very good. And this is the reason why the survivors have not popped that final gen. And they're in the position that they are in right now.
Absolutely. This killer has done an insane job of managing to keep these generators and to keep these survivors on their toes, constantly scrambling, keeping them all condemned. He's done a very good job of both the macro and the micro of this round. I wondered a few times why did we leave the condemnable survivor to go across the map, but you know what? This killer has shown me why. This killer has shown me why.
I agree 100%. It's still going back and forth. Are they going to be able to get it? They need to get something done. They're dragging it out, making sure that they get this 4K on Maury's too, which would be one hell of a showcase here on our first expedition matches. So
that didn't even occur to me. And now our killer is trying to cut the run off if he took the ramp down from the library to get somebody outside, and we find him trying to reset. Sloppy Butcher coming in. You cannot get that reset anymore. Everything that you just did there is reset. And that... Wait. Did the Nia have Unbreakable?
yes!
The Nia's back up.
Yep, she did. You're correct. So another lifeline for the survivors again. They're not trying to give it to her, but she's making sure she does get it.
These survivors are fighting for their lives, and I love to see it. I didn't get the pickup on Renato. Oh my goodness. This is such a good showing from both sides. Everybody fighting so hard. I love to see it.
Hey, finds them again, so both back up. Maybe they can get something. I would be shocked, and this would be the craziest run of events if they pop this last generator.
That would be absolutely insane.
Oh, just wow! Oh, greedy! I thought if they would. Oh!
Wow!
That actually, the tech worked, and it got. That's crazy. That was really nice.
Wow! We have Vega the pallet into the FOV tech, and it actually
that was really clean.
Okay, Renato, I see you.
He was cooking for a second. Seriously, he really was. That was great.
that was very good chase.
It definitely was. I love that. That was great. But still, 2v1 situation, and now that he's down, no unbreakable plays coming up. Nobody's picking themselves up. Nothing can happen unless the survivor goes directly to them and picks them up. So now, cat and mouse game. Just gotta find him. No more lifelines.
Oh, just find the Nia is our game right now. And our Nia is hurt, so that it's going to make it easier for our killer, because we can hear them. This Nia has been doing such an insane job of going and picking Renato up, though, but we do now find both of them in the same room. We don't quite get that hit. We almost reach it, but not quite. Maybe with Bloodlust, but we did not have that yet. We're listening to the Nia through the wall, see which direction she is going. Very nice.
That was very nice. I just waiting for the inevitable. They've just been preventing it. I mean, it is a good effort from both teams, and we're seeing teams definitely fighting for their lives, literally here.
Yes, it is. And, you know, I love to see it. I love to see it. This is such a... Oh, we hear the Renato outside, though. Trying to heal, but Sloppy Butcher coming in again. Little bit of an early swing there, but at this point, unless Hatch spawns underneath somebody's feet. I actually wonder if the Onryo will hook instead of condemning, because it'll take longer for the Hatch to spawn if she hooks instead of insta-morning the survivor. I think that's a very good choice on her part. Otherwise, you run the risk of the Hatch just spawning right underneath the Nia and them escaping through it.
Oh, I finally get the hook? I was looking at something, doing something very fast. Finally decides to hook. Maybe, why did they go for the Mori? Just maybe didn't want them to get the
Yeah, so I said with the Renato, I don't know why we hooked the Nia, but with the Renato, it'll take longer for the hatch to open up if you hook them, rather than if you Instamori them, the hatch will open instantly. So it runs the risk of the Nia getting the hash. I don't know why we didn't give the Nia the eye though, but it makes a lot of sense on the Ace.
So long first match, guys, and we'll be back with the second game of this set. And while we're moving on, so we'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. Hopefully not for a half an hour match. Hopefully. But we'll see with the Eseptic killer playing against Arca survivors. I hope I'm saying that right. Pretty sure or Eseptic. I can't remember. I know it was like that.
Eseptic?
Yeah, Eseptic, yeah. I just got first time like pronouncing their team name, and I always get conscious about if I get it wrong or not. But we see the first hit coming in very fast, very good. Right now, for the killer. Hopefully, we see a different playstyle from the last one. I think it's the different add-ons, correct? But we do see
definitely
Butcher. And,
yeah, definitely the.
Corrupt.
Go on.
Nah, dude, you're good.
Yeah, the perks are very similar, but the add-ons are very different. See, I was very surprised to not see the bloody fingernails in our last build. And we do have the add-on that alright, so that. The purple add-on, when you manifest, the big survivor is looking at you, they scream and you see their aura. That is the aura that we saw on Quentin over there, which can honestly sometimes buy you the difference. Them screaming can buy you the difference between a pallet getting thrown on your face and getting a hit on the survivor instead. And the bloody fingernails, you come out of that TV, zoom in, you go very fast. It is a great add-on. That's why I was surprised to not see it in the last round. But we do a hit and run on our button. That is a very common strategy with Onryo, especially with Sloppy Butcher. We'll see. I assume we're gonna get a teleport right here. We do indeed.
Yes, I see a lot of people talk about bloody fingernails. It's very add-on that you can actually detect, because you know certain add-ons, and like it doesn't matter how good of game sense you might have. Maybe if it does, you know, require a play style, you might not be able to detect. But people always are on the lookout for bloody fingernails on the Onryo because of how fast she teleports and gets out of those TVs.
Absolutely, it gains you so much distance when you teleport. It's a very, very good add-on. It gives you so much distance. And we see the first hook coming in and the first generator being popped. Now, is our ruin in a good spot is the question. It's not in the library where where a totem always spawns on this map, which is always very freaking nice to see for our killer. And that would be our purple add-on right there.
The
Atom. Yeah, so the Atom was looking at our killer when they manifested. So they scream and they reveal their aura.
I used to use it. Time, like very specific timing.
It is very specific timing. The survivor needs to be looking at you as you manifest, but it can make the difference between a pallet going down and them not being able to throw it.
Well, very interesting to know that.
I used to play Onryo a lot, and that was one of my favorite add-ons. So that is one that I know pretty well. Oh, they did interrupt somebody in the generator. We heard Ruin go off.
I haven't seen. Okay, the totem's right below her. Not the worst spawn, especially because you know it can spawn up there, like in that little area where there's a little break off, and he goes down to the up. That is like the so common.
Exactly, in the library right there, and where the ramp goes up to the second floor, they would always find a totem there. You do not want your hex to show up there on this map. I do wonder exactly where it is, because totem spawns on this map can be pretty good, as long as it's not that one. They can be tucked away in very strange places.
Seen a lot of teleports come in, and now Leon is condemnable. With how many generators are up, you would assume that the survivors are scared if they cannot make the distance to get to that TV before Onryo is able to catch up. But they should be able to, you know, taking an M1, you get a lot of distance, especially the distance that you get from the first start of the chase. Oh, they might have found Ruin as well, too. That's not good, but if she does get that condemned, you know, it'd be a good trade-off in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely want that. And it looks like our Leon might still be trapped back here. He could have run off, but I didn't see scratch marks leaving this area. No, yeah, he is still trapped back here. They definitely saw the ruin at this point, and that is going to go soon. Our Leon does have a tape, so depending on where... Ooh, that's going to be a hit right there. Depending on where his tape is, we might see a death here at 4 generators. Leon does make a lot of distance here, though. I mean, we throw that God pallet down, make as much distance as we can. You see a body block coming in. They need to save that Leon. They need to protect him. You do not want him out. But our Adam also gets fully condemned. And he's hurt. Oh my goodness, and our Quentin. And the Adam's hurt already, so this is...
Nice. That was great.
That was good. That was good. So we
Here we
will
go.
see death at 4 generators.
This is an eye, man.
Yes, the eye. And this is why Onryo on Midwich can be so very deadly.
Yes.
Oh.
Yep. This is definitely, you're definitely right. We were seeing that this map should not be ever used against Onryo.
No.
But both teams agreed to it. I just want everybody to know this.
Yes. Yes. For the viewers' information, they agreed to this. Alright, we did not impose this on people. But it's just so hard to control your condemned. The TVs are so far apart. It's 2 stories, so if she teleports beneath you to a TV, you're gonna gain condemned stacks. They're like, you have to go into the rooms to get to it. It is a very good map for Onryo in terms of condemned. We are gonna see our second death here. Give him the eye at 3 generators.
Nice. I'm sorry, I just seen somebody put that like my steps there in the chat, and I'm pretty sure they timed it up with what they saw at the time as like, you know, the Mori coming in, which I think is funny.
That is funny.
Second one already, 3 gens up, so they will win this set regardless. I think of no, actually it is if they get another 2 kills. I'm sorry, but or even if they pop like 2 more generators too as well.
Yeah. Which is possible.
Yeah, no.
But it's gonna be tough. What is our generator?
Yeah, look right here.
Okay.
Fang got a decent amount done, and so does Quentin. But guess what? Ruin is still in play, so you're gonna see it come in handy here on this generator. But the other one's gonna more than likely pop. There's no way that they win it, right? Yeah, that's gonna pop.
Yeah, the Fang is definitely going to pop their generator. But getting another gen done with Ruin eating away at that one is gonna be difficult. Nice job by our Quentin there. We avoid 2 hits, a good free throw. And he's got that window right there, which you never want to see. Ooh, see, Ruin giving a lot of information too, as well. Since that generator wasn't regressing, we knew that the Fang was on that gen. Just trying to keep progressing and trying to get 1 more generator done, but does get hit.
Very nice, honestly. Doing a great performance. Seeing it a little bit different, but we're back in the same situation that we had last game. So we're probably going to see the exact same thing happen. There's 2 survivors left. The killer has both of them in rough spots. Sloppy Butcher replied. Ruin is up this time, but still, survivors are going to be, it's going to be a cat and mouse game, and she catches the Quentin. Does get the hit off, which is good for the very start, but as soon as she downs him, she's going to start looking for Fang. So Fang has a tape in her hand.
Yeah, I don't know if she stays there. I would go back. Yeah, I would go back to that generator that they're trying to progress and make sure that it stops progressing, which is what our killer does here. And we do have Floppy apply to our survivors, so healing will not be easy. Our killer is going to make sure that we do not lose another generator here.
Yeah, seriously, I love how it's the same, exactly almost the same results as the last game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now it's 31 is 30. I mean 37 to 31 in the whole set. And the killer, how many hooks left? 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, they could almost tie up. And maybe this team Eseptic wins by a few points if they.
Yeah.
Trying to see what it would be. Now we get to down. Now looking for Fang. She's not injured either. It's gonna be hard to hear where she's at, knowing that she's somewhere. But we'll
Definitely.
see. I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Oh no! And now we play hide and seek.
Oh my god! This is not happening to us again.
Oh, our Fang is also the Deliverance player. So if we hook the Fang first and then go back for the Quentin, the Fang is going to be able to unhook herself and possibly get a hatch. However, this is just gonna be a waiting game. We might be here a while, guys. While the Onryo looks for our Fang hiding in a locker. And she does have her sprint burst back, so... This is also our Unbreakable player as well.
The best of both worlds.
Yeah. The Ass Killer right here. If I down the Fang, I know Deliverance is in place somewhere and I haven't seen it anywhere. So I'm going to hook the Quentin. I'm gonna hook the Quentin first, but we may pick ourselves up with Unbreakable in that situation. We'll have to see if our Fang gets tagged 2 more times on a teleport. Our killer will get killer instinct on her. She has to be careful here. And if our killer is paying attention really closely to the TV, she will notice this one right now being taken.
I'm telling you, I just can't get over it. It's the same exact. It's down to 2 people. Look, going in the basement. Yeah.
As our killer did not notice that TV being taken by the Fang, which is good for the survivors. It looks like Fang is gonna be able to get close enough to pick the Quentin up. It is actually Quentin, right? Somebody please tell me that that is Quentin that's still alive. We'll find out in a moment. Okay, it is. I'm not totally losing good. The Fang is creeping her way around here. Honestly, our Onryo's best bet of finding her is trying to condemn her.
Finds her.
Actually catches her in the basement. Wow, very, very nice instinct by our Onryo here.
Well, at least it wasn't as long as the next one, and I don't know if the teams agreed to run the Nightmare set, but it's still, to me, it's worth the wait. We're getting punished for it, but if for like, the Nightmare set, but if we don't get the Nightmare set, I will be sad.
Yeah.
Both teams picked it as their last killer, so.
Yeah, I really do want to see that, and then our Onryo is just gonna wait out this Quentin's death to make sure that Deliverance cannot be used. Very well played here.
Alright, this will be a 4K at 3 gens. So, from what I'm looking at, let me make sure before I lie to you guys, if I do, that 3 gens were popped, right? Only 3, so there's 2 left.
Yes.